This is NewsNation Now. I'm Nichole Berlie live at our network headquarters here in Chicago. And we begin this Friday with another disturbing discovery at our southern border. This time, a 10-year-old boy found by Texas state troopers who posted this video online. We'll take a look. That child told deputies he'd been abandoned by smugglers after traveling from El Salvador to reunite with his parents who had recently come to the U.S. Now, this latest discovery of an unaccompanied minor coming just days after authorities found this little girl. She's 4 years old. She was alone at the border, also looking for her parents, holding a piece of paper with her mother's first name and a phone number. Let's bring in correspondent Jorge Ventura live for us in San Antonio. Jorge, what more do we know about this young boy?
Well, Nichole, this is really a disturbing trend that we continue to cover here on News Nation of children smuggled alone in Maverick County, Texas. Now, a 10-year-old boy from El Salvador was encountered by Texas DPS troopers on Thanksgiving morning. The little boy was left all alone and lost after a smuggler abandoned him. In the video, you can see the little boy crying. He was very, very scared. He actually didn't know whether he was in Mexico or in the U.S. He was encountered by Texas Trooper Sergeant Cardova, the trooper letting the boy know that he was in the United States. The 10-year-old boy claiming that his mother was already in the United States. After Texas DPS encountered the little boy from El Salvador, he was turned over to U.S. Border Patrol. Texas DPS saying that the little boy, all he had was just a phone on him. Lieutenant Oliveras from Texas DPS saying on X after finding the 10-year-old boy, saying, quote, "Many of us are celebrating Thanksgiving with our families and friends. Let's not forget, many children will not get to enjoy the holidays or see their families because they have been placed in dire situation due to the open border conditions. And many more who are trafficked across the southern border are exploited and exposed to a dangerous criminal environment during their journey to the U.S." Earlier this week, Texas DPS troopers encountered this little girl, only 4 years old, who was also smuggled across the border in Maverick County. She was all alone without her parents. The little girl also claiming that her parents were already in the U.S. She was carrying a scrap of paper with a phone number and the name Mama Patty. News Nation was able to make contact with a woman in South Carolina claiming to be her mother. This is the moment she admitted to me that she paid a smuggler in Honduras to bring her daughter across the U.S. border.
Why was your daughter alone at the border?
I found a coyote and I paid for them to bring her to me. She came alone. It was just the coyote. The last time I talked to my daughter was Saturday, and I haven't heard anything since.
The mother admitting to me that she paid around $4,500 for her daughter to be smuggled across multiple countries in the hands of several smugglers, Nichole. It's truly heartbreaking what's going on right now in Maverick County, right on the border.
Absolutely. So let's go to the 4-year-old girl. Has she been released to her mother at this point?
So, Nichole, I did speak with her mother yesterday on Thanksgiving, and according to her, her last conversation with U.S. Border Patrol officials was on Sunday. As of right now, it's still unclear when the little girl will be released or if she will be released to her mother in South Carolina. We'll continue to provide those updates. What was actually more disturbing, Nichole, is that the mother did not know whether her daughter was in the U.S. or if she was lost in Mexico because smugglers stopped making contact with her. So it was until she received that call from U.S. Border Patrol officials that she found out that her daughter was safe and finally in the United States. Once again, we're continuing to follow in the story and tracking when this little girl will be released, Nichole.
Yeah, absolutely. We want to make sure she is safe. All right, Jorge, thank you. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.